without just running through it. I used to just write verses like this one here. I probably wrote that to no beat, and that was also a problem.
Yeah, I know
I was
that
writing
one.
a lot to no beats, and then just trying to fit it to beats.
Oh my
So now
gosh.
it's
Yo,
a little different. I have a lot of written shit, but there's a couple of grinds to this music stuff. There's the all platform shit, and then there's the YouTube throwaway giveaway shit that you just, as a rapper especially, you have to have. You have to have those freestyle videos. Part of the reason why I did the 80 bar challenge. Part of the reason why I did the lemon pepper cover like remix. And I even did local rapper Nate Husser's neck challenge last year. So because you have to, as a rapper, you have to have material ready to go on the spot. And the game's changed so much that a freestyle where it used to be literally off the top of the dome, come up with it right on the spot, has changed a lot. As far as making, like, I could write a verse out, spit it to a verse, spit it to a beat, put it out that same day, but there's not the level of quality, editing, mixing, mastering that would be in something that I would put out on all platforms. It's still a freestyle in the sense that I did it quick. I wrote it quick. It's not off the top of the dome freestyle. It's not the authentic, real way of doing a freestyle, but the hip hop and rap game has changed so much, especially when it came to those diss track freestyle records that people would put out. They would hit the booth quick, jot something down, and spit it to a beat. And then the younger generation really changed it where they started pulling out phones to do freestyles. Even now, I see Hot 97 and I see all these motherfuckers pulling out phones to do freestyles. And
what?
like
Oh my
I had to
gosh.
start writing. Yo, no word of a lie. I saw Dave East on a freestyle be like, yo, I got to pull out my phone because I wrote it on my way over here. And I'm like, yo, I can't do that. So that's part of the reason why I started memorizing a lot. And the
Yo,
freestyle
but
shit that
Dave
I do
East is like for real reals too.
comes off the top of the, comes like, I have to memorize that shit because like I can walk into anywhere and spit a verse that you have never fucking heard before on any of my music ever. I've probably never written it down, but I have a 16 somewhere in the back of my mind just ready to go. And you've never heard it. So it's a freestyle. It's off the top. It's ready to go. And that's a part of the game that like a lot of people overlook. Like I give respect to a lot of battle rappers and a lot of MCs that do off the top and make sense and put fucking together their words the right way. I can't do that shit. I'm not gonna lie in front that I can. I'm not gonna be like that person that's like, yeah, I can freestyle, put a beat on right now. If you do, I'm gonna spit an unreleased verse and unrecorded verse because that's the day and age in hip hop we're on. You've never heard it before. Nobody around me heard it before. It's gonna sound dope as fuck. It's gonna go to your beat, and I can market that as a freestyle.
And the truth is, there's been enough people who do this and then use these verses in songs later on and
I
get
won't do
huge.
that.
No, but that
That's
do
my thing.
that, but that do that, and then nobody really gave a shit. I mean, people make videos about it, people make noise about it, people talk about it, and then that guy gets more spins.
If you see a freestyle video that I have, like I just did a track that I recorded with my boy. I had to rework that track because I turned around and I used the lyrics for the 80 bar challenge. So I wrote all of that for a song and used that for a challenge and told myself, I can't put that on a song. How can I call myself authentic if somebody goes back and they re-listen to my shit and they're like, oh, I thought this was a freestyle. And then I put it on a song. You can't market something as a freestyle and then put it on a song. That defeats the first purpose of calling it a freestyle in today's day and age. Like, yeah, that shit's stupid.
Yeah, I really like the way that you're cognizant of how the branding evolves, right? Like these words have
it's
changed.
the business. It's the business part of it. If you don't learn the business of anything that you do, whether you mop the floors as a janitor, whether you work at a restaurant, whether you make music, whatever you decide to do, if you don't learn the business side of it and you just go to work every single day, clock in and clock out, you're failing yourself. You got to learn every single day how that shit operates. Because I would like to hope that everybody has dreams of doing that shit themselves. Like, I worked as a barista. I can literally tell you what coffee tastes like, how to taste it, how to try it, how to do everything, where the best beans are grown, what altitude will tell you is best. Like, I can tell you all that shit because I took it seriously. At the time, that's what I worked. That's what I did. So if I'm going to make music and I'm going to take that seriously, I got to learn the business side of it. And that's constantly changing. That's constantly evolving. Like, there are artists right now that start, like myself, that are so intimidated by the independent artistry side of it that they don't take that step right away. As you can see, my catalog is very limited in the short amount of time I've put out music.
Limited is
But
not
I
the
only
word
have,
I'd use. Limited is not
but
the word I'd use. I would
okay,
argue it's not necessarily like easy in one spot to get your shit. It's a little like you have to go to at least 2 sources, but once you figure out, or 3 sources or whatever, once you figure out where all the shit is, you have a solid amount of music in terms of like the singles. Definitely lacking on the album. Would be dope to hear like a full showbiz project.
you see, that's the thing. Somebody else brought up album to me. This is the hip hop game. This is the rap game. There's a slow grind and a process to it. You start out, okay, I can rap. Then you take yourself seriously, you get to the studio. Then you start putting out a song here, a song there, maybe do a music video or two. I haven't even hit the mixtape level yet. Album? Shit. That's so far out as far as thought process because you listen to a lot of your favorite rappers, a lot of the people that have grinded and know the business. If I drop an album tomorrow, which I have the material to do, I don't have the resources right now as a real artist, as a new artist, to get it to where it needs to be to call it a success. If it flops as an independent artist, I can't think of the future side of it not being affected by, oh, he had poor album sales, because I'm trying to charge people for that. That will affect what I do. I'm new to this shit. There are steps, there are levels to it that I have to learn and get to. And I'm not trying to jump the gun. Like, going back to what I was just saying, some people are intimidated and they go with the YouTube grind for a long time because, oh, they can get some views there. I have more fucking views and more streams on Spotify than I have on YouTube with everything I have combined. Because that's a separate grind from a YouTube grind. That's a separate grind from, oh, going to the studio and making music. As a new artist, you have to hit the ground and you have to push your music yourself. I could pay hundreds of dollars to get people to promote it for me. I've spent some money. And you know what it got me? It got me a like on fucking Instagram.
Spit that
That's what it
facts.
got me.
Spit it.
Right? There's more to it. You got to put yourself out there. You got to reach out to people. I can bring up my Spotify shit right now on my side. Since December, I got like 15,000 streams, but it's not my niggas down the street. And a lot of people focus on the local scene too much that they forget about the outside world. I got a song coming out with a producer from New York. My main producer is from Russia. I'm really, really, really trying to get a producer from India because that sound is being slept on in hip hop. Not enough people use it, but a lot of people know about it. So I'm trying to get my shit out there to different parts of the world. My main audience right now, South Africa, Russia, parts of the States, not really local shit. Because you got to push it to everybody, not just, oh, these are the friends that I followed in high school. They follow me on Instagram or Facebook. They'll listen to my music and push it. They ain't pushing shit. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. You're like, especially for me, I'm a 30-year-old man trying to push music. They don't give a fuck about that. They won't care until other people start to care. And if I focused on that, I'd have 0 streams. I'd have 0 monthly listeners. You're the biggest local rappers in the city, the biggest local artists in the city still struggle to hit certain heights because they know it's a grind. Like some people pay their way, you can do that. I ain't taking nothing away from that. But that's only going to get you as far as you're willing to pay. One time listens on some random playlist you've never heard of, you've never seen of, and nobody else listens to it. It's got 30 likes, but they're pushing it to other people because their grind is to take your money and now to push this playlist to as many people as possible. They don't give a fuck about your music. They don't care about you as an artist. You have to care. You have to grind. And 5 streams, 3 likes, 2 subscribers, that don't mean shit. You still got to push. You still got to grind. And it'll come. It will come if you're dedicated to it. Like, I got a couple songs pushing half decent numbers for a new artist to hit 5,000. Shit, I'm happy as fuck. I have songs that have like 40. Like, I don't care. I'm trying to hit 10,000 on my next song that I put out. Then I'm trying to hit 20,000. I'm trying to push and keep going and keep going and keep going. So, like, I can't worry and think about an album and then, oh, I'm trying to charge people for that shit. And my dude down the street don't even know who I am yet. It's long answer to get to that spot, but
No,
yeah,
that's another really good answer.